They give you
Yeah, sure. Presentation.
Are you able to see over there, Pete? Still see?
Same thinking I wasn't gonna be hungry because I haven't been happy all over the way. She made Texas caviar.
I like that stuff. You with chip? You with chip?
And this is all the whole thing in Montana. Fly fish, turkey, fly fish. Yeah, the stereo catching some little ones, and then for the last 2 hours, they didn't catch them. But apparently the food is out there, and now last night they had bowling and food bag, and I don't know what. Yeah, from the picture, she doesn't look like she's rough. No, she's not rough. A friend got a hold of it. Come to the effect that my husband was supposed to be on this phone, but he's not available, so would you want to come and take his spot? Why not? So,
Friday night.
she was there for here in the house in the morning. And
then you can see. And then. Are you all set? That was stressful. No. Got it all figured out. Yeah.
Oh, I love pizza grease.
What kind of crowd did you have on Sunday?
59. Was down.
I thought Tom did. He's a good guy.
I had a good time.
Hi, he's a good guy.
We had a lot of people traveling.
They referenced to a point in time where, like, he was 3 years older than us, and he was in scouting. And he took a bunch of his little guys and he went over and Gillette Street and went up to the top of the hill. And he was wearing his Nazi helmet and stuff. He said, "Oh, seriously." He had all the regalia. Oh my God.
He's a character.
I remember too much.
Yeah.
You guys can share it with whoever. We can just pull it up and put it over. Excited. Sorry.
On issue.
What? You ready for your first meeting? Everything is smooth. Great. Feels great.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
Amy did it.
You're still up, right?
So she said, pay attention. That should be.
Yeah, so we'll just go.
Know where about anything else?
You want to go out and leave it. Yeah, I'm wondering if I can, I think I have.
I'll make sure. I'm really proud of it. I'm not a this. And then like.
No?
They just thought it's like, yeah, those suckers, those things.
I've learned that.
So there's one like one of those ones, this one and this one, I can make them all. That's what they got. It's not too girl. That's so. Only like. Not like. Wait, that's Jolene. Made it. I know that thanks. No, it's like. AG stuff, I had to look at the website and look at it and like, don't be like this, like. It's too much, like I literally, this is overwhelming. This is not. Yeah. Yo, hey, can you try your thing?
Perfect. So wait, how did you get that to come off? You seriously just start tapping the screen?
We're just trying to get it off the first slide.
Okay.
It's off the first slide. And then just getting it on the first slide.
Okay.
There's no.
Nice.
I was like, yeah. Well, he has to, which is early. I thought, like, don't do
All right. We'll get this party started here. Yeah. Nice. All right. First meeting. Time to shake off the dog. All right, this meeting is being recorded on Zoom. If, please rise if capable and say the pledge of allegiance with us. Your ID?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that thing all right?
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
No, Dean, it's not, it's probably my fault. I'm sorry on that.
What are you doing to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
So we got a few guests and visitors here. We kind of got a hat. So I'm not gonna typically we have to stand up and answer the question about yourself, but let's have you stand up when I announce your names. I'm sorry if I mispronounce you guys' name, I'm gonna try my best. You could just kind of say your name and kind of where you work. We have Chelsea Seymour. Nice.
So you want me to do it now?
Could you, yeah,
I'm
Say
Chelsea
it.
Seymour and I'm a regional dining director for Bethany St. Joseph Corporation.
awesome, thank you, welcome, Chelsea. Then we have Ida, who's with us. So Ida was one of our past foreign exchange students, and she'll speak a little later here. So welcome back, Ida. Eric, always good to have you. Thank you for your IT skills. And then we got Allison, am I saying that? Allison Brown?
I'm Allison Bailey. I'm the director of operations at Big Brothers Business.
And then Casey is returning for another meeting here. Casey, where do you work at?
Northwestern Regional Financial.
Awesome, thank you, Casey. And then Kiana, am I saying that right? Kiana Woman. Nice. Kiana, you're a big help at Rip Press Fencing too, so thank you for coming to that event too. And then I should see, who do we have online? I think I know I let Laura in. Just Laura? Yeah. Thank you for joining, Laura. So our next social is this upcoming week. It's a Thursday night loggers game. I believe registration's still open registration's still open, so please come on out. It's a really fun time. We got the party deck to ourselves. A lot of Rotarians will be there. You can bring your friends, you can bring your family. It's a really fun time. So stop on out, register. When does that close?
Wednesday next week, the
Wednesday.
17th at noon.
16th at noon, so that's set it on the deadlines, but I hope to see a lot of people there. So this was brought up, we got an email from these guys. They came and presented to us last year. I don't know if anyone is here from Valley View, but they do bricks for babies. It's their 15th annual fundraiser for it. They do golf outings. They're starting to call it the Rotary Golf Scramble. A lot of Rotary clubs do it, but there's a 4-person golf scramble at Cedar Creek. It's on a Monday. The shotgun starts at 12:30. I know sometimes it gets hard to get off work, but if you're able to, I believe we had a team last year. And then if you can't even attend, which is not a big issue, you can also attend the dinner and the auction, or you can donate just to them. There's this information on the slide. We can forward this information out to you guys to the club after this too as well. We have a lot of birthdays. Got a lot of birthdays this year, or this month here. So we got Jeremy Moritz, who just had one, and Brandon just had it on yesterday. So that's pretty cool. And then mine's on the 12th, and Lucas Severson's the 14th, Rachel is the 16th. And then Sammy's is the 17th, Bill's is the 20th, and then Spencer's is the 25th. So when you see them, say happy birthday. And then if you have announcements, come up to the front here. The owl has hard time hearing you if you stand really far off to the side. So does anyone have any announcements out of the blue? Steph?
Yes. I'm gonna send around a mini masters sign up if you'd like to help with sponsors and raffles and be part of this, please sign there. Also, if you want to join programs and social committee, sign the next page, because I'm gonna try to delegate to have more people be doing all the things, so I'm gonna pass it through.
Yeah. Awesome.
Usually in September, so. The 3rd week of September. The one that won't rain. It does. It does.
And Mini Masters is a fundraiser that raises money for polio. And we go down to Riverside and Youth Exchange, and we go over to Riverside Park, and it's all shut down for the year, so it's just our club out there, and we're gonna do a little mini golf competition. It's a lot of fun. I do have one actually announcement too for this kind of ties in with the service committee. Pat Stevens, they're doing this food drive Fridays. Most of them are filled up, but I am he was opening it up to all the Rotary clubs. This Friday, I signed up for a drive from 4 to 6 at the old Kmart lot. There's still drives open in that lot from 11 to 2, 2 to 4, and then 4 to 6. So he has nobody signed up for them. If you're interested in, join me out there, you're most definitely able to, and you want to do your own time slot too, that's available. But all the other ones are filled up for the other lots too, as well. Yep.
Just to add, this is
Yeah.
what I said, no. You might have gotten an email about it, I did it quick last night.
Awesome.
There's a big club, I can sign up.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Jenny. Nice, sweetness.
What do we do? Do we bring food? Do we?
We just collect it. We just show up and then, yep, people show up and just hand us food and we put it in the truck.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, no problem, yeah. And then Jenny, is there any other updates for service? I know we got the block party coming up August 11th. It's probably our next one, or,
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I don't have anything.
okay,
It'll either be the end of the night or
all right, that sounds good to me. And then, for our RAH service award for this past month and quarter here. It is Rachel Frisbee. Congratulations. Rachel. This award here is just, say thank you for your dedication to Rotary and volunteering. So thank you very much, Rachel. These were our past recipients for the year. We had Angela, Aaron, Amy, Aaliyah, and then Rachel here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then foundation committee update. I don't know if someone wants to come up. I can do this, for Paul, I'll do the Paul Fellowship Award here. So every year, if you donate $1,000 within the Rotary year to the annual Rotary Annual Fund, you earn a Paul Harris Fellowship Award. And this annual fund is dedicated to give to projects around the world, in your communities, and all that for the Rotary Foundation. So this is an award to recognize those Rotarians who give monetarily to this fund. And we have a couple of them here with us. So Jenny, you're a Paul Fellow Harris +1. If you come up here and Paul Harris. It's your own award.
Let me take a photo from our. You guys.
Yeah.
I know you. There you go. All right.
Thank you, Jenny. Congratulations. And then we got another one, Nathan Crowder. Congratulations. And then we'll kind of go into a youth committee update. And then Ashley, I think this will kind of go into their background presentation and all that stuff.
That's okay. Sure I need it.
Yeah,
Kind of,
Yes.
yes.
you're very quiet. It's like,
Sorry. How was that? Green button. Got it. Okay, is that work?
Yeah, lovely.
All right, so every year we have to do a youth protection presentation. Hopefully, this is pretty self-explanatory too, and you shouldn't be surprised by any of this information, but because we host a youth exchange student, we have to do this every year. So we have a student coming in August, she'll be here August 12th. Her name is Georgia from Italy. So she'll be joining us soon. And I don't know if we have dates of the other stuff coming up, but we'll get to that after. So Rotary International strives to create maintain a safe environment for all of the youth who participate in Rotary. So that's our youth exchange students, that's other youth exchange students, that's interact students, any students under the age of 18 that we interact with, we want to keep them safe. So volunteers as Rotarians, we need to make sure we do that. So there are some different levels of youth protection. So our district youth protection officer is Scott Horn, so he will be contacted if anything happens. Hopefully that never becomes an issue. But he is our district youth protection officer. Bill Pritchard, who's a member of our club, is currently the chair of Rotary Youth Exchange for the district. And then Sharon Richmond is also the administrative coordinator for our Rotary Youth Exchange. So just so you know, if you ever get emails from these people, it might be in relation to youth exchange. And then I am our club's youth protection officer, so. So key definitions: volunteer, anyone over 18 years old involved in a Rotary sponsored youth activity or having interactions with youth through Rotary. This can be either supervised or unsupervised interactions. So these are again, just kind of some of the key people. So we do have a youth committee in our club. So Phil is our YEO. You can think of him as the parent for a youth exchange student. So he makes sure that they're signed up for clubs, for school. Any of the big things kind of go through Phil. He is the one that makes sure our student is safe and taken care of while they're here. I should add too that they stay with different host families if you're not familiar with the program. So they stay with 3 host families throughout their stay. They usually get here in August and leave in July. Youth exchange counselors. So Larry, Sammy, and Danny are all our youth exchange counselors for this next year. They do monthly check-ins with the student and the host family to make sure things are going okay. And if there's issues that are arising, they take care of them before they become a bigger problem. And then on the committee is also Laura, Bill, Jason, Leah, Jenny, and myself. So just so you know, if you ever have questions, those are the people. Youth is anyone under 18. So sexual abuse, don't do it. Don't touch the student inappropriately. Don't say inappropriate things to a student or anybody, actually. Don't show them anything that is inappropriate. So hopefully this is pretty clear. Same with sexual harassment. Don't say anything inappropriate. Don't make jokes. It is something that maybe isn't sexual harassment, but I took away from when I did this training was in our country, it might be acceptable to give a hug to somebody, but in other countries that may be uncomfortable. So just be aware of that when you're interacting with, especially youth from other countries, that they might have different norms than we do here. So, all right. Emotional and verbal abuse. So any fear, humiliation, verbal assaults, to control anyone else are not going to be allowed. So don't do that again, especially with our students. Physical abuse, causing pain or injury, or other physical suffering or harm. Again, please don't do that. And these are all things too, if you ever do witness this, let somebody know, especially in the youth committee. And some of it might be they didn't need to do it, but just be aware of, especially of our youth. Neglect, failure to provide food, shelter, or medical treatment. So hopefully that was all pretty clear and things you shouldn't do, especially with our youth exchange student. I'm gonna go through kind of the process for spending time with a youth exchange student. So if you do want to spend one-on-one time with anyone under 18, you need to have a background check through Rotary. So if you want to do that, reach out to me. I can get you a link that you fill out. Or Megan just took one. I think it was pretty painless. We heard back within 2 days. So it's very easy, just fill out information, and then you have a year that you're able to spend time one-on-one with our exchange student without having another adult with you. If you do want to go out to dinner or something, you can always have another adult with you to take them. But that includes like car rides or, going out to dinner, anything like that, you need to have a background check. One thing too that's, I don't know that would really apply to this, but even if you have like a student at home and they're gonna give a ride to a youth exchange student, if they are 18, they need a background check. So even though they might still be in high school, if they're 18, they need a background check. So if something happens, we need to take those seriously. If the student mentions anything to you, please report it to one of us on the youth exchange or youth committee. Once we hear of that, there's kind of a chain of command that we will let them know, and then we will get people involved or the police involved or whatever needs to happen at that point. So. Crisis management, so in 2020, they realized we didn't have a crisis management plan, so there was one created for all sorts of things, which I will get to in a second. That is available if anyone wants to look through it, I think it's like 50+ pages, so. There is that, it's on the District 6250 website under youth protection, but it kind of goes through all the different scenarios that could happen, such as natural disasters, victim of crime or violence, terrorist threat, attack, missing person, that type of thing. Again, hopefully none of these become a problem or things that we have to deal with, but there are kind of ways that we will handle them if they come up. Media protocols, if something did happen, unfortunately, if any media contacts you, please don't share any details, stay out of it. You can, if needed, you can point them to Phil or myself, or Bill or someone like that if it becomes a problem, but please don't share details. That means don't share them online, don't share them with friends, don't share them anywhere, if you are aware of what happened, so. Any questions? Sure. Yeah, so Georgia will be arriving August 12th. Around 6 o'clock. Oh, no, I just. And Phil will share the test, no. Okay. Oh boy. There is a welcome potluck picnic at Moon Tunes on August 28th, so you can stop by there, and all the hosts, student or exchange students from the area that are being hosted in the La Crosse area should be there, including Georgia. And then the only other thing I was gonna put up there, so you have it on your calendar, is each year we do a youth exchange cultural celebration. It's a fundraiser for our students' end of the year trip, so they can go to the East Coast or West Coast trip. That dinner is a fundraiser to help go towards that, so that is November 6th.
September 12th.
Oh, September 12th, thank you. August 4th, sorry. August 23rd, Georgia will be presenting, so please be here. All right, any other questions? Sorry, guys. All right. That's it.
Awesome, thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
So welcome back, Ida. Would you want to come up here and just say a little bit about what you've been up to recently, and maybe we got a couple questions for you too. You can use the microphone if you'd like, but.
I can do that.
All right.
Yeah, I went back to Denmark, and then, well, before I went back, I went on travel with my parents to Washington and New York. And then when I went back, I started school in like mid-August. And it's like kind of like pre-college I went to. Before I went on my exchange year was like kind of a gap year for me. So before that I did primary school. And then now I'm doing like a pre-college before I go to university, which is 3 years. And then during your first year, the first 3 months, you have like this, you go into like a class and then you try out like different things, and then you figure out like your major. And then after that you choose your major, you're gonna do the rest of the 3 years. So my major is social studies math, and then it gives you like the opportunities you need to have for like, when you go into university, then you like have the classes that you need to go into. Yeah, and then I've just been going to school, and it's also like, it's all new kids, so it's all new for everyone. So it's also easier to like adjust to, since everyone was going into something new. And then you have like the class I'm in, we're like 28 people in my class, and then you have like one specific class, you have all your classes with, so I have math and English with them all like every day. And then it's also different schedules every day. And then I just had my exams this June, where we have like reading vacation while you don't go to school while you have your exams. So, but then you have like exams like every week that you like reading up to. And then I got done June 18th, and then I've just been working and hanging out with friends. Yeah,
Welcome back.
any questions?
How was the adjustment coming back home? Were you, was it super easy to go back home or?
In the start, it was a little weird because everyone also, like a lot of my friends also had like new things. So it was like, in the start, it was a little hard. But like when I got into school and getting used to everything, it was easier. Yeah. It was just like everything was also like different because everyone was, like some of my friends was already in the pre-college thing, and then one of my other friends, she had gone to, there's also something people do, go to like after school, we call it. It's like 10th grade, where it's like it's kind of like you live with everyone, and then school doesn't matter as much, but it's more like kind of like a year. A lot of people do it for like social more than school, and then some people go to something else if they need to like prepare more school wise, like academically wise, before they go into pre-college. So yeah, everyone had like different things and new things. Yeah, yes.
What are you hoping to study at university, especially?
I don't know yet, but I got time. It's also, compared to here, it's very abnormal if you don't go straight to college. Where in Denmark, when you're done with pre-college, it's very abnormal to go straight to university. A lot of people take gap years after, like at least like 2 or 3 years, I feel. Where people just like work and travel, which I think I'm gonna do as well. Just like to know yourself better also, and like get some experience that way. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
Marissa's wondering if you're drinking a lot of bubbler.
Not a hard.
Right there.
Now I am, but unfortunately, we don't have them in Denmark. So it was a little hard when I got home, to be honest. It was the first thing I got here also when I got home.
Forget a lot of the English words.
In the start, I had to like get used to it again also. But I had my time with my parents to get used to it again. But it was still like still had to get a little used to it. Like now I'm also, my English is not as good as it was when I left, but yeah. Yes. So
How was it reconnecting with your friends here when you got there?
it didn't feel like anything had changed, so it was really nice. I don't feel like, yeah, it was really hard. I've been texting with them also a lot, but some people more than other, and of course, like it becomes less because of like the time difference in time. But I don't feel like there's any like change in it, so that's nice.
And you look back on your year with
Hmm?
what was the most important experience for you that you look back now and you're really happy that you had those experiences?
I was really happy about the West Coast trip I went to. That was really fun. Also to getting to know all the other exchange students from around the world and just also seeing like coming from Wisconsin, to seeing like other states also compared to like seeing how different the US can be like depending on where in the US. Yeah, and then all like the sports I did also, how how the culture is with the sports here compared to Denmark, like the sports games and stuff. Yeah.
So we have Georgia coming. What can we do as a club to make her experience better or as good as yours?
Mm. Let me think.
Okay. Unless we were just a perfect club.
No improvement.
I would say so,
No.
but maybe also, for her, maybe like, she might not know what she wants to do when she gets here. Like, maybe like have ideas, like will be good to do, so some like suggestions maybe.
Do you have any suggestions that we can start with that you really liked doing?
Like, I can't remember what's it called, Culvers.
Yeah.
I was talking about the Mount Pitla, but Granite stuff, yeah, I like that. During night, I feel like it's really pretty. Like going down to the water. Yeah, if someone has a boat, like take them on a trip. Yeah. Yes.
Is there anything you can tell us about your trip to New York?
Yeah, we drove from here and then we drove to Washington and then we was there for like a week, I think. And my dad is all about history, so a lot of museums and stuff like that. And then after that, we went to New York and it was very hot. We went out like I think like 9 in the morning and came back like 2. And me, my mom and my sister, we were all like done. And my dad he can't like not do anything. He was like, I'm gonna still go out. And we were like, how? Because I did not expect New York to be that hot. And just like with everyone in also, but it was very fun to like see that side also. And then we went to see the Statue of Liberty. And I can't remember what the building was called, but we went up to the building to see. No, it was actually not that one, it was like,
One World Trade Center.
I can't remember what's it called. But like to get like a view of the whole city and it was really pretty. It was a really good trip. And then my grandparents also came there. So it was really nice to see them also there and have vacation with them as well.
Yeah, to the Empire State Building.
No, it's like it was kind of like a museum, like, I don't know, like there's like a big mirror room with like the rooms. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty fun.
I was wondering what your grandparents, from a generational aspect, what they enjoyed about the city.
I think they got tired very fast because of all the walking and how hard it was. I think also all the people, but I think they felt like it was really like interesting to see. And like they liked to see the Statue of Liberty also, and we also went to like the museum thing after while we're doing that. Yeah. Anything else?
That's the one. You said you're kind of playing it by ear, but what are the things that are most important to you this time when you're back? Like what experiences?
I feel like the thing that's most important for me now is just like seeing everyone, catching up with everyone. I'm going to Country Bloom with my friends this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, just mostly just like catching up with people and just seeing everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Anything, any other questions?
Maybe we can get a picture with Ida after the meeting here. Everyone can get up front and get a big group photo with her. That'd be wonderful. All right, so next we got our Avenues of Service Awards, and Ashley's gonna do a little pronunciation on this here. Backgrounds.
All right, so every year when we, I think, approve the board, part of the survey asks who you want to nominate for the Rising Star and our Rotarian of the Year. So a group of past presidents got together and reviewed what our club submitted for that. Mostly we kind of see who had the most people. I should say popularity contest, but take a few things into account. So and then in August, I don't remember the date off the top of my head, it's a Wednesday, we have the 13th. Thank you, August 13th, that's what I thought, it was in church. So August 13th, there will be an event to celebrate Avenues of Service, which is all of the area clubs get together and celebrate the Rotarians of the year, and from all of the clubs, one Rising Star will be named, so.
Is our club having their table there? Like, are we paying for the table and everyone, the reserve? How are we doing that?
You just pay, you
Typically,
just pay and then we all
Yeah.
get to sit together. So registration is open.
Okay,
so
yeah, so we'll send out.
Yeah, I think they send it out this week. We're meeting.
Yeah, I think we'll send out an email, so if anyone wants to attend, they are welcome to attend. I know sometimes our club has helped cover the cost, I think, to attend, but I'm not sure that. Is that? right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, we will send out an email, so, anything else I'm missing about that? So, it's a really fun event, it's great to see what all the clubs are doing and see other Rotarians and stuff like that, so it's a fun night, and there will be more information coming, so. Without further ado, so I am going to do the Rising Star first. Tonight, I'm honored to recognize our nominee for Rising Star for her dedication to service, ethics, and community. She truly embodies the spirit of Rotary, and that is Jenny. I don't have a printer, so I have my phone. So as our service chair, Jenny has gone above and beyond this year. She not only planned and attended nearly every service event, but she's also brought her family and friends along to help. Her leadership during the Ugly Sweater 5K was especially inspiring. She was there from start to finish, making sure everything went well and surviving the cold, bringing, I think you brought up your vehicle and trailer and things to help as well. Whether it's serving so she was also our youth exchange counselor. She's also been great at welcoming new faces at socials and leading with a how can I help attitude that lifts us all up. Professionally, Jenny serves as the manager of data and reporting at Inclusa, where she holds high ethical standards. She has a background in social work, and she is able to bring her background into her current role to make sure that the clients are well taken care of and educating others how to best serve those that they serve at Inclusa. Her commitment to service extends beyond Rotary. In the past, she has organized Great River Jazz Festival and Minds in Motion Bike Tour. She also volunteers for Toys for Tots and has supported a veterans retreat. She has been a steady force for good in our community for many decades. For Jenny, service isn't something she does, it's who she is. Her passion, integrity, and leadership make her a role model for us all. Please join me in celebrating Jenny, a true Rotarian and shining example of service with love. So I will also do our Rotarian of the Year. I think Laura was gonna do this, but she's home with sick kiddos, so I'm filling in. So our Rotarian of the Year award is proudly presented to Stephanie Klein in recognition of her exceptional service and unwavering dedication to Rotary. Stephanie has devoted countless hours to ensuring the smooth operation of her club during her presidency. Her leadership was marked by a deep commitment to Rotary's mission and heartfelt desire to make every interaction, whether with members or the broader community, meaningful and welcoming. Staff brought the magic of Rotary to life within our club, helping us to better understand and engage with our local community, while also encouraging us to think globally. Through her efforts, we connected with Rotary clubs around the world, expanding our perspective and impact. With over a decade of service, Steph has consistently embodied the spirit of Rotary, embracing our club's work with enthusiasm and being a constant presence in our events and initiatives. Her passion, perseverance, and people-first approach have left a lasting legacy on Rotary After Hours and all who have had the pleasure of working alongside her. Thank you for your many years of service, Steph. We appreciate you and everything you've done for our club. Maybe Mercy can elaborate on this, but we also, I think, nominated our Stoves project for Mexico for the international project. And Europe, thank you, Europe, we also nominated as youth something with you. So I don't know if you heard if like who the winners are for everything, but it'll be tomorrow. All right, Thursday morning. Tuesday, it'll be announced at Avenues of Service. So hopefully you can join us and celebrate staff in Jenny. So thank you.
Congratulations, guys. After this meeting, we're gonna do a little quick membership committee meeting here. We're planning an event for early September. So if you would like to come and sit down and join our committee, we'd be very glad to have you. So we'll just follow that right after this meeting. But otherwise, we're still gonna be doing the nominations thing that Nathan started last year. So if you have anything good that you'd like to share to the club, let everyone know. I know some people do not have family members here, and Rotary is their family. We want to celebrate our Rotarians, our fellow Rotarians, and just if you could send in those good things to us, we'll put them up on the board. We'll celebrate everyone. Anything that comes up on that. So you can email it to us. You can email it to Nathan. You could write it on a piece of paper. You could turn it in that way. But please get them into us. We'd like to celebrate you guys. So then also going into my presidency goals, I'm sure you guys noticed that a lot of the slides had said "Unite for Good" on them. That is this year's Rotary theme. So when I was attending my president-elect training in Itasca this past year, there was a very common theme of that it's the members that make Rotary so impactful. It's not certain committees, certain organizations within it, little divisions within Rotary itself. Goes down to the root cause of what Rotary is. It's the clubs and their members that really make Rotary an international success. And it is bringing that importance to the club of how much we value members, and that where change happens is at our level, not at the head levels of not Rotary International president. It's here in our clubs and in local clubs where change really happens. And so that's what the main part of all that president-elect training was. And it was just about empowering our Rotary members. And so it really carried into the theme for the year too, is Unite for Good. And so I want to carry that in, just how Steph was very, very intentional with the magic of Rotary and brought the magic across. I really would like to just focus on members this year and carry into this year. As you can see from our Rotary International President-elect, Mario said, Rotary's greatest asset is not our history, our projects, or even our unmatched global reach. It is our members. So my goals and priorities. So for Uniting for Good, I really want to get new members into the club. New blood and old blood. Those who have phased out of the club, and maybe we can generate some interest in coming back in. And just bring in both new members and old, both have very valued opinions and views And I think they can make a really large impact in the club. So my goal is to get 10 new members, an overall net of 55. I believe we're at 52 right now. I also talked to a lot of Rotarians, and there's a lot of polls out there that the main reasons that a lot of people join Rotary are for friendships and service and in serving their community. So I'm very open to increasing service opportunities in the club. Jenny does a great job. I don't want to overwhelm our members. But I know there's a deep desire in this club to just serve the community and really help out where they can. So I really would like to focus on that as well. And then community involvement. So within our club, our committees are very important. They make a lot of things happen behind the scenes, push a lot of things through. You might not see, but our committees are very important within our club. And we just want to keep that committee involvement going, get new blood in there, get some new participation, and then and just maybe do more of a regular cadence of schedules and a meeting and stuff like that. We did a strategic planning last year. Was 2 years ago. We did a planning session. We kind of just did one session and we touched on it briefly. But I really would like to work with Steph and on this. I know Steph's voiced that she wants to do that too as well, but that strategic planning, get us back on, utilizing that as a good thing of steering and leading our club and getting everyone's input. And then achieve a club goal of over $8,000 given to Rotary. So that's also these Paul Harris Fellowship Awards. So handing out those, typically we surpass this goal, but I'd like to meet that. Steph did a great job of creating youth and energy, well, I shouldn't say youth, but energy in this club. Made the meetings exciting, fun, a lot of off-site things. We did new things in the meeting as well. I like to keep some of those things going. I really enjoy that beginning of the meetings where everyone talks within their table about the question, just to develop that friendship a little bit more and that bond. One of those reasons why a lot of people join Rotary. And then my main goal as president is to serve you guys and to serve the club. So whatever you guys need, whatever I can do to help and to be at your service, please let me know. That's my goal for this year. I just really want to help the club, help you, and really serve you. And so that's what my main goals are. If you have any questions on them, please feel free to reach out, but I'm here to serve. So that was, and that kind of goes into our Rotary vision. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. The whole unite for good really ties in with our theme this year. So I'm open for any questions. I think, and I'm early. Does anyone have any questions for me on this? We do have a little presentation. Brad has some exciting news for our ugly sweater 5K that we'll hit on here after this slide. But our next meeting is actually a job site I have up in Winona. The job is called 60 Main Hotel and Residence, 76 hotel units and 24 apartments. It's a boutique hotel. So it's not like your standard Fairfield or Marriott or anything like that. All custom finishes. It'll be really interesting. There's a brewery right next to it that we actually renovated. There's some public parking out there. I circled a few lots, but it's been a big project. We started it last year and it's gonna be wrapping up here in middle of September. So you'll come in, you'll see some unfinished drywall on the very first floor, main level. You'll see an unfinished pool room. Go up to the top floor, you'll see countertops, tile, bathroom finishes, all that stuff is installed. So you can see a life of the project. There's a lot of exterior brickwork. Site is still a mess. There's no concrete poured outside of it, but it's been a really cool project in the process. So I'd like to share that with you, and maybe I'll I'm hoping to incorporate a few more of these throughout the year too, just get us out of the typically meeting here. I know it's kind of out of the way too in Winona, but I'm hoping that most of you guys can join. We can go over to the brewery afterwards and get a drink too. Awesome. And then I'll get Brad up here. You bet. We can meet, I can say we can meet at Weezer Brothers and something like that. We can caravan up.
I was thinking of that, if people like. Their drive. Sometimes it's hard to be with people.
Well, he's heard that there's pictures from last year, where Ellen paced the run for us to make sure we had the 3 miles correct for the Ugly Sweater run. So we stopped and took a picture at each mile, and she was a good spirit and had a beer at each mile. So by the time she was done, she was feeling really good. So, and there's also a picture of our Rotary Lights float the last time we had it out on the display in the cross. But wanted to share with everybody that we now have our own lights. Yay! It's always been a challenge for us to get lights that work, and all the reeling and unreeling and putting bad lights on, new lights on. So I want to share with everybody, it was kind of I guess misunderstanding when we were talking to the Rotary Lights crew that we were showing interest in ordering them. And one day they sent me an email, what colors would you like? I said, well, I thought we'd like these colors, but let me ask my members. And then I heard no more, and a little while later I got an email like, oh, your lights are here. So we have 3 miles of lights. And it happens that our course is only 2.2 miles, so we have extra lights. So if anybody's got any creative ideas they want to use the extra lights for, to whatever we want to do, we got opportunities to do that. So just to give you a view of kind of, I'm the engineer, right? So I'm thinking about how do we lay these lights out? How much lights do we need? How far apart do the posts? We have enough posts now to the easy layer posts to do the whole course. So that makes it a lot easier, a lot faster. So now the one thing that takes the most time is rolling up the lights and unrolling the lights. So we might have a brainstorming session here and pull in all the creative minds to help us come up with an idea of how we're gonna roll these lights up and make it less work for everybody, so we can get to the celebration afterwards faster. So the colors we have, I went and grabbed a color of each color. The colors will come through very good in the picture, but we got purple, teal, red, blue, and green. And love them or hate them, that was my suggestion. And they are bright and they're new and they should work for us for a long time before we have to do any repairs. So I'm excited about that. So I also have the reels, I guess, up there. I went and picked up 12 reels from Ronco. They donated them to us so that we have a place to roll them up. I guess we're gonna have to have a service event to roll these lights up, and I guess we'll have to make a plan for that. Jenny, I'm gonna ask you to help with that. Oh, yeah. Send him a picture. He is being volunteered right now. I can see that. And then this is the kind of the question I started asking myself and started looking at ideas of how we do that. So I got some ideas and always looking for more input, and anybody's got any ideas to do this better, faster. So just wanted to share that with the club. Any questions?
Are we gonna still do set up Friday and take down Sunday, or is this gonna be easier where we can just do it in one day together?
I haven't thought that far ahead in me. That'll come out in our meetings. So I think Ashley's gonna schedule a meeting in August. First club meeting. Ashley.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. So every year, the first Saturday of December, our club gets all together and we put on a run along the Marsh Trail from Riverside Park down Myrick Park down to Riverside Park. And we light the whole trail for the people to run it. And you finish the run, the 5K at the tunnel of lights on the sidewalk. It's been a really successful event with families that come out dressed up like with ugly sweaters and Santa Clauses and reindeer, and It's just a really fun event for the community, and every year it grows a little bit more, a little bit more. And I hope we can grow it some more with our own lights. And so the other thing is, forgot to ask this, how are we gonna stagger the lights? That's the other thing, I'm not sure I wanna do that yet, but we'll talk that through.
Like different colors?
Yeah, like, how do we wanna string them? In the past, we've always had a roll of green, we put a roll of green out, we put a roll of red out. Where do we put, green, red, blue, teal, green, red, blue, teal, something like that, to make it more colorful? So, all kinds of ideas, and we'll have to figure that out before we roll them up, so when we have that service event to roll them up, we'll have to decide on how we wanna do that and the order to do that, but fun things coming.
You also walk for Evergreen Parade again?
I committed to sign up for the, Oktoberfest Torchlight Parade, so I have a trailer and a truck. So I think what we'll do is the blow ups again on the trailer, and anybody who wants to come walk, dress up, dance, be the Grinch, be a reindeer. The Grinch is taken, sorry. The elf, Buddy the elf. Neil did a good Buddy, and
This year I have got Commodore. will not
Yeah.
be, event.
Commodore, you could dress up like a Commodore.
It'll be on-
You can come back and be with us again.
Run back.
But, fun things coming, it's exciting, a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. So hopefully all the new people here would want to join us, because it's a good, fun event for everybody to get outside. It's 3 days of hard work, literally. I think we start on Thursday this last year. All day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, so it's a long event.
It's fun.
It's fun.
And we drink.
So it is our biggest fundraiser. We raised $18,000, I think, last year. So we had like 560 runners, if I remember right. 600? So 600 registrations. We pull in a lot of people in the community at that time, so if we can keep building on that, it's our biggest fundraiser. It helps us pay for the Shark Tank. And it also helps pay for all the things that we do in the community, so.
It's event, it's December 6th, here, so right, it's not in December, and then our committee will meet after the first meeting in August. Oh, I think after the first.
So. Second Tuesday in August, we're gonna have a ugly sweater meeting, so if you wanna be part of that planning, please stay after the meeting. And December 6th, mark it on your calendar. I've already got it marked. I got Friday and Thursday off, so. Deal.
Thank you. Yeah, this ugly sweater 5K it's a blast. Like Brad said, it's a lot of work, but it's rewarding, very rewarding, and it does allow us to give to the community. So that $5,000 or the Shark Tank is something where we just open up for the people that don't know. It's where you can come and present a project idea to the club. And if the club votes on it, and we donate $5,000 to it. So this allows. Torchlight Parade, ooh, I do not know.
Day after things.
Thursday before October, I'm not exactly sure. September 25th? Okay, September 25th is Torchlight, that's a lot of fun too.
And then Black Friday. Friday is the other side.
28th. November 28th.
So the Rotary Lights Parade, we also walk, so we need volunteers. So.
Yeah, we didn't sign up for that one yet, did we? The Rotary Lights one? What? Did we sign up for the Rotary Lights Parade yet?
Yeah.
Eric,
probably.
Good question. I wasn't prepared for those answers. How about the next meeting, I'll give an update on the Rotary Lights Parade, because we have to probably get signed up, right, Brandon? Can we sign up?
Rotary lights, we can sign up for that. We got time for that.
Yeah.
Torchlight deadline's coming up. That one's coming.
That's October 23rd.
Nice.
Or September.
So before I go into the 4-way test, just reflecting back also on that president-elect training, there was a young woman that came up on stage, and she described Rotary as a tree, with its limbs being the committees, its members being the roots. And you grow strong from your roots, deep roots, create a strong, tall tree. So it's just, I wanted to hit on that one more time for that Unite for Good. That if we can bring all of us together, we'll create a lot of good change, like we have done in the past.
You got it.
That being said, we'll see you next time and at the membership meeting after this. And we'll go to our 4-way test. The best way to find yourself is to move yourself in the service of others. Got it. So we'll start with, is it the truth? Is it very officer? Nice. Alright, guys. Oh. Do you wanna do a photo with Ina real quick? Yes, let's do a photo quick. This one.
I suppose we can probably just.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. I wanted to move this so if we all stand up here, we're not in the same.
See if that's the worst thing.
Yeah, fix this thing. The reason why I fell over is 2 of these arms are broken. Maybe I can buy this. I think the stand has to be like 40 out. Is there much leftover pizza? Some people that are pizza. Some pizza.